So we're in the not started place, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Are we in the not started place? Oh, come on, Pat.
This one, I think.
Where are we today? Oh yes,
Over here.
look. I'm loving this.
Hello.
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 Hello. It's Wednesday.
It is.
It's happened again.
I know.
We're back. It's like we never go away.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just one long, fun run. Isn't it?
I want to say, in a week where onions and garlic washed up on the beach. Did you see any of it?
I did, yeah, I saw some.
Did you bring any home?
I didn't really fancy it. No, I wasn't sure what else had gone into the onions and whatever else by that point.
I don't think it was a ratatouille. I think they just came off a container.
It was quite amusing to see just these lumps. Yeah. Strewn around.
It's hilarious, isn't it?
Chips as well?
Yes,
Chips.
Yeah.
This is a bargain on chips.
Extra salty.
Yeah. Oh, I like that, yeah. You just took your bag down and just grabbed bag for life, like the mackerel.
Yeah, it's true.
So we need to tell everybody who we are and what we're doing,
Yes.
don't we?
Hi.
And why am I sitting back here? I feel like I'm
Yeah.
Can I move? I'm doing it now. I've done it. I've just been a rebel.
Moved. This is Patsy Solanki, everybody. Hi.
For those who don't
Patsy.
know,
Hi.
hello, darling.
Thank you, mate.
This is the lovely caffeine, and collectively,
Hi.
we are
Our town has plenty magic.
Magic. It's marvellous.
Absolutely
Our
magic.
town has plenty.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
struggling today.
it's just beautiful, isn't it? It's just like I've designed it.
For anyone who's listening and not watching, that was a hovering coaster
My
stuck
coaster
to
stuck to
the
the
bottom
bottom
of
of
the
my famous teacup. I can't adult today teacup. So we're Wednesday. We're in town.
Mm-hmm.
We've come into the centre of town, which is like I like this very much.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great. And where we are is Hastings and Rother Furniture Service. And if you don't know, because Rack's going to have gone into town and done a bit of a whiz round about where these places are. If you didn't know where this was, it's quite easy to not know where this is because it's tucked away on Dorset Place.
Yeah.
Which for Barry Ashley here, the lovely Barry Ashley for the Grumpy Cook, nearly went to Dorset Road in Bexhill. Didn't get the memo. But it's easy to pass because it's one of those tiny roads. So when you come let's give you a landmark, Observer Building, Cambridge Road. So you've got the great big Observer Building. You just go a little bit further up on your left, and here's Dorset Place.
Yeah, next to the cottages that were built for such building by F.J. Parsons, so I believe.
Nice bit of history.
That's
Nice bit of history.
history. I didn't
Yeah,
know
they were all
that.
the little villas that were bought to support,
makes sense.
support the print works, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're here. So we're going to be chatting with the lovely Kate Davidson, who is our host today. Thank you, Kate, for hosting
Welcome,
us.
and we're really chuffed you're here.
Oh, I like that. We've got lovely Mike as usual. Hello.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. What am I here to amuse you? No, don't start quoting films. That's it. It's not bad. It's really bad. Who else have we got?
Polly Risbridger, wonderful. Thank you for coming from Benbow Arts if you're in St Leonards, and the wider, bigger company that looks after that is the Bright Foundation. So
Nice.
talking about all those things later on.
Lucky to have you in.
Thank you.
All these people, the people we end up having here, dear reader, dear viewer, dear listener, dear follower, we kind of snatch them off the street, don't we? But they're in the middle of really.
We were walking the streets.
I
Snagged.
I have a way with words, but
Don't add that to my job list.
Always fun
Yes,
somehow.
abductions.
I recall that back in the day when the sailors they used to bash sailors
When
over
you got
the
the
head.
King's Shilling.
Yeah, what is I can't remember what it was called, but they bashed you over the head.
Yeah.
Didn't
What
they?
is that?
It's not
It
King's
was
Gang.
Press
Gang,
gang,
thank
that's
you.
it.
So we press gang these people off the street.
Gently.
Gently, but they're all very, very busy people, and so we're very, very lucky to get them in to talk about what's going on in their lives and what they're doing for the town. And then we've got you, Mr. Barry Ashley, a bit of an enigma.
Did you know that?
He says, he says, I would never have called myself an enigma, but he's rather marvellous. And all these organisations that we bring in, they're all very close to our heart, aren't they?
Definitely.
Yours notwithstanding. Yeah, so we're going to bring Barry Ashley in, Grumpy Cook.
That's the one.
Grumpy Cook. I don't think you're grumpy. I think you're lovely, personally. You've never been grumpy to me. You've always been a beaming, smiling person.
Yeah. To people out on the street, I'm smiling.
You are.
Me too then. Sorry.
People that work for him, that's a different story, I think. It's yeah, but bless him. So here we are on Wednesday morning, and so I saw some interesting stuff at the weekend.
Yeah.
Can I
me
tell
about
you?
it. Please do.
Oh my word. We were very badly behaved at Icklesham. It's not the village hall. I can't remember what they actually call that building. Memorial Hall. Icklesham Memorial Hall, just outside town. So if you go up the main road, she says, not knowing what the road is now, on the way to Rye, on the Rye road. This is true. You get to Icklesham, which is where the joinery is, and other stories. But every year, and we've supported this from the very beginning, haven't we?
Yeah.
The Icklesham Players, the iPads, Icklesham Players and Drama Society, no less. So we went to the Panto, we went to Aladdin, and it was just the best time ever. And it's like, it's a cold night, it's the end of January or middle of January, and it's like, I don't want to go out, but we go out, and every time we have an absolute riot. It's hilarious. So we were sitting next to these two kids and their family, and there was like noogies going on, big brother, little brother kind of thing, which was hilarious. But when it actually started, Rack and I, boo, yay!
You have to do it. You have to.
And everyone around us is going, but we're quite genteel here, you know. But oh no, we don't. Pete, who's the pantomime dame, who will have a photograph of Pete in this year's Guys. And Pete's lovely voice when he gets up there, oh, hello. It's so much fun. But they had water pistols, they threw chocolate coins everywhere, there were sing-alongs, and yeah, it was really good. So well done, iPads. And to add to that, they have iPads Next Generation, so which is the kids, and the kids are off the charts clever.
Really?
So they always have quite a lot of kids in these, young people and children, but they were just so good. They're so good, and you could see there was this young girl there, and she's straight out of stage school, and she was gotta sing, gotta dance, and I'm like, look at her go, and she was just the best. But the whole thing was fantastic. It was actually marvellous. And we got some Kate Hodges time because her daughter is one of the Next Generation. Fantastic. So Kate was there serving coffee through the hatch, you know, like you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you want a Freddo bar? You know. Oh, it was great. It was lovely. So well done, Icklesham Players, for Aladdin. It was absolutely joyous. Thank you for that. What else did we do this week? I have notes.
Went to Votive.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
we went to Votive.
Yeah.
We went to Votive together.
Down at Unit 2.
We did.
Gallery, which is on London Road, close to Benbow Arts.
Absolutely.
And that was run by James Matthew Thomas and David
O'Brien,
his partner. So they created this space in which to pledge your New Year's intentions. And it was so Hastings, you know, it had everything that you'd imagine. It was smudging every hour, you were saying, right? There were...
Who doesn't smudge every hour?
There were beautiful effigies, a lot of spiral kind of movements of various materials, and some really distinguished artwork that...
Khadija Khan, Emma Harding. It was just
Jenny
lovely,
Pritchard,
wasn't it?
all
Jenny
sorts.
Pritchard,
There were many. And it just felt like another world that you'd entered into.
Yeah.
And somewhere that you could sit and contemplate and sort of think about what you want to be doing with the year in a unobtrusive and, you know, friendly space. So.
And I think James made a point, actually. He said, gosh, people bring stuff, don't they, when you're in a shop front situation. I said, you've never been there, have you? Never been a captive audience. And he said, no, I haven't. He said, but I said, what that tells you, he said, I'm smudging all the time. And if you don't know anything about smudging, it's sage, and you get sage out and you light it and you just walk around. I said, but remember that people are having a really, really tough year, and we're only halfway through the first month. So, you know, that thing actually, James Matthew Thomas, if you're watching, darling, it should be a permanent thing that people can go in.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, you could have something up there, so you could go in and play with a crystal bowl and just sort of de-escalate your panic and your sort of, because we're still in the darkest month of the year. So
that's right. Yeah, I think he has got plans. They have got plans for more in the future, so we'll have to watch that space. But it was a really powerful, interesting, and just great to witness all of those different artists coming together in such a unified and harmonic way. It really was. Yeah, it really felt powerful. So well done.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it. It got a lot of traffic as well. So well done, people of St Leonards coming out, people of Hastings, people from out of town, whoever you happen to be.
All the people.
All the people. Let's not sing. Patsy, don't sing.
We will be later.
Spare the town. Are we ready for our first?
I think we
our
are.
first person.
Yes.
We've got everyone here now, which is nice.
It's really nice.
It's nice.
Aye. Well, our first person is going to be our host, Kate Davidson. From Hastings Furniture.
Hastings and Rother Furniture Service. Come and take the hot seat,
Welcome.
darling.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to Dorset Place.
Thank you.
Nice.
Cheers.
Yay.
Join our tea party.
Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Join our
Cheers.
tea party.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
So we've known each other for a very long time.
We have, it was 10 plus years.
Easy.
Easy.
10
Oh,
years.
blimey, that's gone quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tends to, doesn't it?
Oh, it's just gone.
Don't blink, dear.
No, exactly. And I remember my nan telling me, it takes forever to get to 21. And then after 21, it goes really quickly until you hit 80, and then that bit's not so good either. But and she's right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was 40 yesterday.
To go really back down now.
Yeah.
The 40s. So you're the lucky person to head up this wonderful organisation. Yeah. So for somebody we've already told people where you are.
Yeah.
And Rack's gonna do. So the other place is, if you stand at Primark,
Opposite it.
right opposite Primark.
Depends where your era is. So it's either where New Look used to be.
I was going to say that it was New Look,
or where the job centre used to be.
Absolutely.
So yes, we're very lucky, and it is lucky to be in that building at the moment. It's a pop-up. We don't know how long we're there for, but whilst we are allowed to be there, we're blooming well there and enjoying it, and just being accessible as possible for everybody who needs low-cost furniture.
Yeah. So tell us then, Hastings and Rother Furniture Service, because I've known you, I've worked, before you came to the business, I worked in my capacity supporting this business through bringing in volunteers and part of the what used to be the old regime. Yeah. Tell me what HFS is now.
What we do now. Right, well, we have our 2 stores.
Yep.
And our mission and vision hasn't changed. We've been around since 88, so about 38 years. We're coming up to our 40th birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And Polly, you said it earlier, it's kind of an institution in this town, and it has been around and has affected, or so many people have been involved in it in some way, even if it's been buying furniture at some stage or volunteering or know someone who has worked here. It's been around a bit, but we're, at the heart of it, we're all about ensuring that as many people as possible have a dignified life. Furniture poverty, which is probably one of the least known poverties. You've got your fuel poverty and your food poverty. Furniture poverty is a real thing in Hastings.
Definitely.
We know of families that are behind closed doors. If they've got one mattress between 4 of them, they're lucky. Quite often they don't have a table to do homework at, to sit at as a family. And things like they may not have a cooker or a washing machine. And food banks are great, they're brilliant. But if you haven't got something to cook there's food with, then you know you're still or even keep the food cool so people don't have fridges. So, and we see that a lot in Hastings, and it is kind of a secret behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But because we're working with these people, we see it a lot. So our mission is to provide low-cost furniture for those who need it.
And in a dignified way.
In a dignified
which
way.
is, I think is so important.
Yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
It shouldn't. I see. I'm on social media a lot, and I spend a lot of time watching people saying, I've just come out of emergency housing, and I've just been given my first place.
Yeah.
And then there's judgment. Oh well, why that could be a scam. It could be this. And I find that takes all of the dignity out of
It really does.
help someone.
Yeah, absolutely. And
help
there's
someone.
loads of ways of doing it. I mean,
This
on
is one of them.
Facebook, this is one of them, but you've also got your give and takeaways, and that quite often there's a sort of local WhatsApp support group. But also it keeps furniture and white goods and household goods out of landfill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And prevents additionally, because I'm sitting behind it, prevents the reduction of CO2 emissions because of the production of new items.
Yeah, exactly.
So take this lovely table that we're all sat round.
It's a
Nice.
little droply.
It's a
Very
lovely
nice.
little droply.
It's got lovely legs.
Well, thank you.
got
The table.
It's got great legs.
But it's so beautiful, and it's one of a kind. Well, it probably is one of a kind now,
Georgian.
and it's going to last.
Yeah.
And by buying something that's reused, pre-loved, second-hand, whatever you want to call it, antique.
Yeah.
And it tells a story, doesn't it?
It's got
as
its own story, its own
marks and
history.
it's got little bumps and
Absolutely.
things.
It's
super
lived a
unique,
life. And it should live another life. And another life after that. If it's looked after, it'll outlive all of us here.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So the other thing I've noticed when I walk around this particular part, so we've got some building work going on outside.
Apologies.
For those who can hear the rumbling. Because the roadworks never stop, or they never start. Sorry, that's another story. But when you walk round here, you've got a lot of mid-century, which is really popular at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. You're sitting behind one.
I know.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
honestly drooling when I came in.
It's
And
magnificent.
checked your
Yeah.
Instagram and was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's some lovely
No,
pieces.
do look at the Instagram.
It's from every walk of life.
Yeah.
So you've got a great big Georgian sideboard. People don't
Beautiful.
talk about sideboards anyway
They're so
anymore, do they?
beautiful.
But I've got one.
Storage.
And it's full
a
of
unit.
china.
Yes.
It's full of all those things that come out at Christmas.
Yeah.
And for parties. And they go, didn't know you had that all over there in that wonderful piece of equipment, piece
Yeah.
of furniture over there.
Absolutely.
But you've got dressers, you've got
Love
everything.
sideboard.
You've got a
they're
sideboard.
I do love a sideboard.
I love a
I've had
sideboard.
many sideboards when I
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
Not only are they great for the top, because you can put your photographs up, your lamps, that lovely piece of glass. That's very.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do that a lot
I
here.
know.
I didn't know we had that.
Rat would say too big. That's not coming home. But I
cats would love
the
it.
cat.
Oh,
The cats,
God,
the
yeah.
cats wouldn't be able to move it though, would they? They can't. They couldn't tip that off, could they? But the whole
But I
point
could
of
go, perhaps.
so you're in a town full of what we affectionately call DFLs and all the people that come to town, and they're buying the big houses and they're always looking for a bargain. And this place, I wonder if Lucy Ryder Richardson knows this place is here. She's a local dealer.
Oh.
She's a furniture dealer.
Oh, right. Might have
She's
to touch
been
base.
Yeah, she's the
Because this is a fairly
Mid-century
newish
madam.
project.
Yeah.
So although we've been in this building since 2005, this used to be an old glassworks.
yeah.
And it was we got pictures somewhere of what it used to look like, and my predecessor basically spent a lot of time with the staff and the trustees and local architects and got money to basically make it into this wonderful building.
Yeah,
and it
fantastic.
is amazing.
It's fabulous. It's a great building.
It really is.
How many floors?
Officially 1, 2, 3, you could say 4.
Wow.
Because it sort of does that. I mean, behind you here, if the other side of that wall is mud, because we're on a slope.
On
so
the cliff face,
so actually there is nothing. There is just mud behind that wall.
Insulation.
Yeah, sort of.
And is it showroom on each floor, or is some of that office?
No, so some of that's office. So we've got 2 showrooms here. So This is our fundraising arm.
Yeah.
We do in our what we call HFS Essentials, which is the one in town opposite Primark.
And that's where you can get your couches, your beds, your
Sofas,
mattresses,
beds, your
everything.
wardrobes, your white goods.
Yeah.
And we have a two ticket price. So for people who are means tested benefits, they get roughly a 50% discount on the full price. The full price is very cheap anyway.
Yeah.
So we want to make it as affordable as possible, but providing dignity and enabling people, not basically, if you purchased a mug for 10p, it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got it because you liked it.
Yeah.
If you're given it, that's nice.
Yeah.
But there's something about owning it provides that dignity of being able to say,
The exchange.
yeah,
For sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
No, it's
But to keep that going, this store is full of beautiful items that have all been donated to us as well. And this is a one ticket price.
Yeah.
And it's got some amazing items that have been sort of curated by our Helen, who is all things
She's
eco living.
really clever. She's really savvy, isn't she?
Yeah.
So she's got an online presence. I mean, the organisation has got an online presence. So you don't need to be here
No,
to buy from here.
No.
That it can all be shipped and delivered and
yeah, within reason.
yeah.
Within the Hastings Rother area, we can get it shipped.
Yeah.
We're also on eBay and on Vinteria. We're about to launch our brand new website where you'll be able to purchase everything on there as well.
Nice.
But yeah, basically this is where you come if you want something one of a kind.
Yeah.
And something a little bit different.
Yeah.
While still making a difference to the environment.
Yeah.
While still helping a charity.
Yeah, local community.
Yeah.
I love it. And if you've got to sign up saying volunteers needed.
Yeah.
So help the local charity that she says, I don't know if this is going to help. No, it makes it worse.
It does make it worse. Volunteers
So-
needed. So
so
we also
volunteers, yeah.
we also have a volunteer program.
Yeah.
So people can of all walks of life can come and volunteer.
Yeah.
Whether it's helping out in the warehouse,
Yeah.
helping out in the vans, helping in the shops, helping with marketing. There's always different things that we could really do with people. And I think we might be having one of our volunteers I can hear in the background, Susie.
Nice. Yeah,
And
that's
she
great.
comes and basically looks at all the new stuff that's here,
Yeah.
that's come in, and researches it
Nice.
and prices it.
That's
and yeah, just and she did all our pictures.
Yeah.
It's, so we've got all the original art she did.
Yeah.
And I can see, Mike, you're holding them. She also went through all of our records that we've got.
Album, such a good album.
Just to see if we were sitting on $1 million item.
Yeah.
We're not,
Absolutely.
but there are some in there that
Yeah.
are quite unique and quite different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's important to sift these things through.
Absolutely,
Yeah. And it
yes.
sounds like you've got a whole fleet of people and supporters, and you know the vans coming in and out. There's a whole ecosystem here that
There
you've
absolutely
developed.
is. I mean, we do an awful lot with very few. It's about 10 full-time equivalents that run this whole organisation.
Right.
With an army of volunteers that we couldn't do without. And they also, so we provide, we've started a new award system. So the reason some people volunteer is to gain confidence, to get them out of the house.
Yeah.
Work
Work experience.
it goes on the CV. They'll learn something different, they'll learn new skills. Socialising is there. Some people we've had before, or in fact, there's a volunteer we've got at the moment who, when they came to us, wouldn't say boo to a goose. But it's an environment where I've got such an amazing staff team that is really accepting.
Yeah.
And now we struggle to shut him up.
So
But it's
lovely,
lovely.
though.
It really
Yeah.
is lovely, and we're really lucky to have them. So
I think we're really lucky to have you, Kate. You and the organisation and what it provides, and the town gets an awful lot back from it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It does, and I've only been here for a year, so I'm really just a custodian of it.
Yeah.
But I'm ridiculously proud of it, and
Absolutely.
everyone who works here. So I know.
Oh, I love
it's
this.
lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Oh,
you
you're
for
very
having us.
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
has so much more for having you in it.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you, darling.
And just so you know, everything you can see here is for sale. So do pop in.
Yeah, Rack's gone round and done a sweep.
Yeah.
Have you done a sweep of the volunteers needed banner?
I will do.
Familiarise yourself, local people, with this wonderful.
Yeah, come and find
jewel.
us.
It's a proper jewel. Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Kate.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love
Right.
it.
No, lovely.
We'll do you out.
Oh, right, I'm being dinned. I'm
You're
off.
being dinned. Thank you, darling. Bless you. So, what is happening in the town?
Shout-outs.
Shout-outs.
Wow. We have Reader's Dream, Compost Community and Raven, who are drummers, who are going to be doing a wassail.
Reader's Dream.
Reader's Dream, the Morrises.
They're a Morris side.
side.
Yeah.
Compost Community, who are based in Gensing Gardens,
Yeah.
and Raven. They're
Yeah.
coming together on
Nice.
Saturday the 31st of Jan, 2 till 4, to do a drum off and a wassail and a warming of the apple trees that are there, which is the
They're
wassail.
right opposite our house.
They are really close
They
to you, aren't they,
are.
mate?
They're right
Yeah.
in the gardens in front.
Yeah, and you can bring cider or cake or
Yeah.
apple juice,
Yeah.
and they're fundraising for hall hire costs to keep on doing the thing with the sticks and the bells and the...
The stick, the
You know.
Morris.
Yeah, that's the one.
The
Just in
technical
case
term.
people don't know what Morrissing is, because I know everyone does here, but maybe we have
Morris
some.
size.
We have some people tuning in from the US. So,
So we're going to put photos up of some Morris sides that we've got in the town. But that's that. We're going to bring some Morris in. We've arranging that. Somebody actually laughed and said, "Why do you need them in for April? It's not till May." And you say, "No, because we're filming in advance." so we're going to have ambassadors from each of the Morris sides. We're hoping.
Yeah,
And
Super
they're going to
exciting.
come and for Jack in the Green for May.
that's right. That's
I
right.
can't wait.
I know.
Yeah, so that's going to be grand. Rustavi. Oh, okay. So Rustavi came to Henry Ward Hall,
Yeah.
the Georgian singers. Did you actually get to witness it?
Oh yeah.
And what were your thoughts, Mike?
Oh, I mean, that show was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this is such an amazing sound that comes from these guys, and there's such power, and I don't know. It felt like time traveling or something.
Yeah.
But the best part was after everyone left, they stayed, and you would not believe the amount of beer these guys can drink.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's free.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, let's have a drink after the show. Turned into like 3 hours of continuous singing, and everyone was just filling up. By the end, they were just filling up their own beers.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm really glad they're coming back. We didn't have space for them at the hall this time, but they found a really good venue, and
Yeah, St Clements Church.
and so I hope people will go check it out. If you missed
Yeah.
it the first time, it's definitely a show worth seeing.
Absolutely. It's just, they are extraordinary. They're from Georgia, which is...
Where I'm from.
Sorry, pardon?
Oh no, sorry, Georgia's country.
Yeah, not Georgia. No, not your Georgia.
I
darling.
was expecting
No.
some different Georgian singers. They turned up.
No, Georgia. Is it underneath Russia? I know it's on the edge, isn't it?
The borders Russia and Turkey, I think.
Is it? Oh, thank you for that. Okay, we might have to do an erratum next week.
But a map for you.
So they're called the Rustavi Ensemble. We're going to be bringing Juliet Russell to talk about, because I've gone back to Juliet's choir. I'm very excited about that. I've not left my other choir, but I'm now
You're double choiring.
Patsy do choirs. Yes, you know,
Double choiring.
double
Yeah.
choiring.
Bold.
I
So
know.
Eastern European music, which is such a very different thing to sing to gospel. Gospel's like wide mouth this way. Eastern European and choral, you use your mouth in a really different way. But you usher out a very different sound. And these guys, Rustavi, they're like their bodies are entire instruments. So in Georgia, when people eat, they have what they call a supra, which is everyone sits around and eats, and then the men start to sing, not the women, the men. And the sound that comes out of these guys' bodies is unheard of. It's just really, really haunting. It's incredibly emotional, because the tones, the chords that they create are not like anything you've heard in Western music. So Juliet's organised for them to come back, and they're going to be at St Clements Church, which is such a lovely church to sing in. Amazing. So they're going to be here on, there's going to be a workshop on the Wednesday the 18th of February. So the reason we're advertising this now is because the tickets will go fast. And the reason that is because they are so good to watch. So St Clements Church, Swan Terrace, there's a workshop. So join the magic and learn and sing Georgian songs taught by ear. So everything's done phonetically, so you're learning bits of a language. And then there's going to be a concert afterwards, 7:30 till 9-ish. Sit back and let the rich, sumptuous Georgian songs of healing, love and connection, because they're all steeped in old folklore. And some of them are hilariously funny, but you would never know that by listening to the song. But they're just amazing. So we'll give the details of that. So get your tickets, because the people who didn't get to see them at Henry Ward Hall they wish they had.
I love an ish. Just at the end.
I love an ish.
My cousin had ishes all the way through her wedding program, and it was like, yes, 3-ish we'll get married, and then around ish, we'll it just works really well.
Time's human construct.
Let's keep some ishes in there.
Hastings.
So it's so Hastings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Baby Mother Film Party with DJ Chabala is happening at the Electric Palace, courtesy of AfriColab and the Electric Palace, as part of a new collaboration, Black Tea Black. And that will be launching later this year. That's Saturday, 31st of Jan, also at 7 p.m. So you could do the Reader's Dream dance off in, not that they're calling it that until now. Wassail.
They will be now.
They will be now. You can do that Wassail.
And Wassail be a dance song.
And then you can wander along, and there are prizes for Best Dress. So this is Baby Mother, which was the first Black British musical. And it captures the British Caribbean dancehall culture. Now, I am an alien. I've not seen many films, as it turns out. I learn a lot on this programme. I'm going to go along and get completely educated because it just sounds incredible. There'll be prizes for Best Dressed. There's a great slideshow on AfriColab's Instagram at the moment about it. Expect a night of riotous fun, batty shaking, and a trip down dancehall lane. Okay.
Batty
So there we are.
Batty. So DJ, is it Kabbalah?
I think
Were they at the Printworks last week for the Hot Flush?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. So fun times to be had.
Good stuff. So are we ready to ding in another person?
I think we are ready to ding in another
Shall we do
person.
this?
We are going to go.
You're going down your list.
Yes, we're going to go Barry. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Barry.
Barry Ashley.
Come on in.
Come in, love.
Cobbles over.
Gliding.
Your break is
Elegantly. Cheers.
Cheers,
Hello,
good morning.
darling.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you both?
Now,
Yeah.
You're the grumpy cook.
The grumpy cook, yeah. They wouldn't let me call it miserable bastard.
Fair enough.
We'll just close now, shall we? Bless your heart. Isn't it? No. He's doing St Leonards hours, maybe Tuesday from 2 till 4. But you're not. You work tirelessly, darling, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It feels like it's non-stop.
Where are you situated?
Just on the corner of Robertson Street there, which is Harold Place, and then
Yeah, just on the corner by Debenhams, aren't you?
that's
As
it. What was Debenhams? Yeah.
Owens or whatever it is now.
Yeah,
Or not.
and that was the attraction at the time because Owens was there and moved in, and I think a few weeks later it shut down. So, yeah, and there's hardly anything after that to cross the road for. So it's been hard work in terms of getting people to come from where all the main lot of cafes are, from Priory Meadow to come over to us. But yeah, it's working now. It's getting there.
Yeah.
So
You offer a lot there.
well, we do. I mean, I wanted to. You touched on food banks earlier, and Boris Johnson's government fired me up when they decided they weren't going to feed school children during the school holidays. I mean, how MPs can queue up and vote that down is just just beyond me.
No.
And so when Marcus Rashford got involved, and I decided I would do my bit at the time, and I was in Milton Keynes then, and I started feeding local school children. Some people were asking for evidence of being on benefits and everything else. I thought, oh God. Mine was, it's there. If you want it, come and take it.
Anyone's
no questions,
welcome.
no questions asked.
Yeah.
Just come
Love
and take it. Because my thought was, there are some who don't really want to. There are a lot of people who don't want to come forward because of the stigma.
Yeah.
And that's again, that was my thing with food banks.
Yeah.
Do a great job. The people that work in them, that volunteer in them and everything else, fantastic. But for me, it really, how, I can understand why they were introduced in the first instance. So you just had a few dotted here and there,
Sure.
but now they've exploded.
Become the norm.
Yeah, and that's it. They've been normal. They have been normalised, and
It's not crisis anymore.
it's not.
Day to day.
No,
And
it's okay.
and MPs turn up to help out at them, and you think, don't help out, do something about it.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time here. Go do something about it. So my thought was, if I could create a place where it'll either be no cost for some people, low cost, and then the full price, that money goes back into helping other people. And so anybody coming into the cafe, you wouldn't know whether they're getting. One thing you don't want to be seen is to be receiving charity.
Yeah, exactly.
So you wouldn't know if they were eating for free or not. They're just looking like everybody else. Then there are those that are really on hard times, can't afford really to get out. But if you're offering a £2 breakfast,
Yeah.
you're still keeping that social side of things going. These people are still coming out. They're still coming into the town.
Back to the dignity.
And it all just comes back to the dignity. And that's what everything I do is about that. Even when we started to pay it forward, and I've seen in places where they put all the receipts on the wall, and I thought, no, even that's bad enough because you're seen
Yeah.
to be.
It's a bit virtue signalling, isn't it?
It is.
It's like, oh, look, I've done a good deed. I've bunged it. No, it should be.
Yeah. So
Done.
now
Way you do
it's offered discreetly.
Yeah.
And people know it's there, and they ask, and and it's given. So, when I put it up, I thought, oh no, straight away I just thought, no, that's uncomfortable. So I've made the odd mistake, but going forward now where we are, we've done some free training for young people. We do our combat loneliness every Thursday at 11:30 for those over 65. And they come in and get free coffee and cake and all sit down and have a little chat and everything else.
It's lovely.
Which again is great, and it was one of the things that got me after the pandemic. I mean, a lot of our custom are over 65 and they weren't coming out.
Of course.
And it was the first thing I tried when I realised that people don't want to be seen to accept charity.
Yeah, exactly.
I advertised that we were going to be doing a charitable cream tea for the over 65s, and it was completely free. No one,
No.
nothing. So I left it a couple of weeks and then put up free cream tea for the over 65s.
Yeah.
It was full within 24 hours, and I had to put on another one.
Yeah. Just that one word.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And from then on, everything that we've done is try to wipe out that stigma.
Yeah.
Which now brings me on to today, or what's going to come up very near in the future. The community champion at Morrison's, Davina, is fantastic.
She is.
She is. We all love her.
And working with her now so we've created, I've created 3 meals that instead of people going into the supermarket, you see all the baskets and they just drop in bits and pieces and everything else into those. I thought, well, what if I created 3 meals and somebody wants to go in and pay it forward?
Yeah.
And I just go, there's I think they're going to be somewhere within I think the most expensive one is around about £8, but that feeds 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, the others are just over £1.20 a head.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to go in, pay it forward for someone, and they'll be able to get a meal rather than.
Online? Can you do that online?
We're going to. I don't think Morrison's are going to put it online, but we will.
Great.
And so again, what we wanted, those that are purchased forward, we'll go and collect and we'll put them in the cafe, and people can just come in and they can, I'll have one of those meals or whatever, be in a Morrison's bag, and away they go. So again, they're walking into a cafe, they're not walking into a food bank.
No.
Yeah.
I love that.
And they'll be walking out with a meal for four, if that's.
And how do they do that at Morrison's?
Well, Morrison's, they're going to be having the cards at the till. The bags will be ready as well at the front of the store, because they do some things at the front of the store anyway. But the bags will be at the front of the store. So if somebody wants to grab a bag, things like if there's going to be, I think there's some meat to go, the mince in one of them, sausages in another, they will then go and get the sausages out of the fridge, or and bring it with the bag. So so they can either buy it themselves in the store and take it home, or they can pay it forward.
Yeah.
And again, it's I've wanted to do something where, and I think the supermarkets, I pray to God that the supermarkets and the government get together to create something that gives the same service as a food bank, but so we eradicate that thing when someone has got to walk into
Stigma.
one of those places.
Yeah, quite right.
You've got to feel awful.
Yeah.
And
It must chip away at your soul to have that.
yeah, I've never needed one, and touch good wood, I hope I never do, but I have gone into one, and they're just, the people, when you see people in there, the service users, and you think, how can we do this to ourselves?
I know.
How can we be the 6th richest country in the world and still have this?
Yeah. Have this so normalised.
Yeah.
And
that's what it's become,
so
and it's just wrong. It is just wrong.
Yeah.
And so I think you said, like, you've seen some of my social media, which I try. It's no good me keep doing this. For me, I think trying to feed people, take away the stigma, and it sounds wrong. But then they'll go and vote for someone who's put them in this position in the bloody first place. And you think, how do you get across to that? How do you, I don't want to preach to them.
No.
But at the same time, I'm thinking, look what's happened for the last 14 years. Look where we are. And you want more? I just don't get it. Even this government has made mistakes or whatever. But I think you've just got to keep, knocking and pushing at these people to say these people are not, these populists are not the answer.
They're not the answer. So I know that when nice. Edit that out.
Pardon.
I know that when we come in and we eat, and then when you go to the, is it still the same setup that when you go to the till and you pay?
Yeah.
There's a thing on the till and it says, so you can, how do people know? Because I know, but if somebody's walking into the Grumpy Cook, the big, beautifully blue painted building on the corner of Harold Place, and what was the Debenhams building. So that really cheerful place on the corner by the crossing, when they go in and they order something, how do they pay it forward?
It's partly my fault that there's hardly anything in there that says that.
I want to say that because I wanted to say it last time, but you looked a little grumpy, so I didn't say anything.
You weren't scared.
No,
He's
I'm not
going
scared.
to single you out on social media.
Absolutely.
What it is, I don't want people to feel as though they're sitting in a charity cafe.
No, I understand that.
And so I don't really want to put, and also I am very conscious about asking people for money because we're in a town where there's no money. It's the 14th poorest town in the country. And one of the areas is the 5th poorest, in the country. So I'm conscious of people sitting there and thinking, I want to remove this stigma. That's why I try and do a lot of things, build it on social media so people come in and then they know it. We did have some little things on the tables, but I think slowly they've been busted, and there is more stuff going up.
It needs to, because that presence was really, I didn't know about it when I first came in. And when I read that, well, I'm sitting with a girlfriend, it was like, check this out. Look at this. There's a pay it forward. This is so cool.
Yeah.
So you're not then preaching, but there isn't a presence. So my as somebody who thinks communication is such an important thing, you get really struck by, I'm in this and it charges me up. However, as somebody who would walk into your cafe, if you've never seen cake like it, Kate is about 18 foot tall. They're really big. They're really big. You get a big old piece of cake. You get a lovely bacon sandwich, a lovely sausage sandwich. They're the best. What did you have last time you went in? Was it, she says, did you have lasagna? No. You had you had paninis, that's right, you had paninis. So, sorry, you did. But you could go in and eat well and eat cheaply and support something, but to tweak somebody's merry, Barry, there's got to be something there, love, as a presence that says, this is what you can, if you wish to, you can do this. This is how you can help.
Yeah.
Because otherwise people will come in and they'll just come in, eat and go away.
People want to help.
They want to help. Thank you. They wanna help.
I mean, and I found that out just before Christmas when we wanted a Christmas tree. And I thought, oh God, here we go. I've got to find £80 or so for a Christmas tree. And one of the girls said, for God's sake, just ask.
Thank you.
I went, all right, I'll ask.
It's the most difficult thing to do is the asking.
And Priory Meadow, bless them, they came straight forward and and donated a fantastic tree.
There you go.
And that's the problem I have is asking. And so I've got to get over that.
Yeah.
Because I also see people at the other end going, oh, here he goes again, asking for more money.
There's always going to be people like that. Don't worry. Don't regard them.
And there was some idiot the other day said, "Oh, you must be grifting." Sorry.
They're just grumpy.
Sorry.
They are just grumpy.
Grifting.
Yeah, I agree with
Grifting.
that.
Oh,
You're not grifting. You're doing a great job.
God. So I mean, I work in it as well. I work on it. It's non-stop. It's probably the only day I get off is Saturday, and I can barely move once I'm at home on Saturday.
Sure.
I shop for it, cook there, everything. So
Barry, we know that it all comes from the heart. Like, we can see it. It's absolutely
I mean, it's something that it did. I've always done certain things, charitable or whatever, tried to give back. Even when a previous career I was working in swimming pools. And even then I tried to make it cheaper for people.
More accessible.
And more accessible, because that's...
Can your fingers get all pruny if you work at a swimming pool?
Yeah. Used to go home stinking of bleach.
Yeah.
But it's, from right those early days and up until now, I didn't come from a poor family, but by no means were we well off or ever well off. And we were at one time, because my parents split up, me and my brother were sharing a mattress on the floor at my nan's place. And that was back in the early 70s. And we haven't got much further in 2025. I mean,
Which is a scary thought.
Yeah, which is,
some might say we've regressed.
I agree with that.
And if you go, and the other things that annoy me is like the free school meals. I was on free school meals and the stigma was there then, and it's still around now. In London, they've been able to say everyone's on free school meals.
I love that.
Takes it away straight away.
We had different colour tickets at our school because we went through a period where our family went on the free school meals and they changed from a red ticket to a blue ticket. And it was like, oh, you got a blue ticket. Oh,
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you become a different othered person.
Yeah.
And that is cruelty, really, to other. But the point that you're trying to illustrate here so beautifully is you don't need to have to feel othered. You can feel very included.
Yeah,
And
for me, it's about the children. When people say their parents have this and their parents do this and they have their nails done and everything else, I don't care.
No.
I don't care. It's about the children. The children, they didn't ask to be born.
No.
And now when we got the highest rate of exclusions in the town. I understand there might be 1 or 2 reasons for that, but the kids have got to have a fair chance of succeeding. And one of them is food.
Yeah.
The other is having all the equipment that they need to succeed at school.
Absolutely.
Which is why when we do like the Help at Hastings Child, it's, pencils, pens, rulers, pencil cases, all these things that generally they don't have.
Not just food then, is it?
No, it's not just food.
So-
And then it's clothes, warm clothes.
So if somebody wants to help you,
Yes.
how do they do that? Because they could come in and whatever it is you need. I mean, if you've got somebody who says, "Oh, I'd love to buy a bit of stationery," what can I buy you?
Yeah, I mean, anything that a child would need at school,
Yeah,
bring it in,
Brilliant.
and we'll make sure it gets to a school.
nice one.
Amazing.
Anything that if a child needs, whether it's tights, whether it's scarves, hats, all these things that they need during this time of year. I see kids now and they're just, they've got little jackets on and it's pouring a rain or it's freezing cold.
Inappropriate clothes, definitely.
And it's,
Yeah.
for me, it's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking, to see these people, in this day and age that are like that, and it shouldn't be. So I want to, and really preach that. I don't like preaching, but preach that to the rest of the town, because we look around and it's almost normal that we see this.
Yeah.
And so you don't notice it.
No. So can we make it normal to help?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do they find you?
Well, they can find us online at table88.co.uk.
Yeah.
They can, Facebook is Grumpy Cook Hastings.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And obviously at the cafe, it's open 7 days a week. And come in and see me. I'm generally there. I might be in the kitchen.
Being grumpy.
Being
That's it.
grumpy,
It's a
being
great
miserable. Especially if you ask for avocado. Oh.
Never get that from me.
I hate dealing with that stuff. It's just like,
Just take it off the menu, love.
It's just-
Take it off the menu.
it's just horrid. And
And
I-
it goes black and
And when I finish at the end of the day, my apron, you just,
It's slippery.
it's horrible. It's just vile.
I like it myself.
And I don't mind eating it. It's just working with it. You just,
Here we go.
so
How to upset him.
yeah,
Order avocado.
yeah,
So we can come in, anyone can come in, either they come in to eat, they can come in to pay it forward,
yeah.
they can come in to
They can just drop
support
stuff
you,
off, yeah,
drop
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
off. Just they can come in to you if there's a possibility of you possibly providing work for people who
I can do that, and also
and training.
anybody seeing this, there's a couple of things. One, men's mental health,
Yeah,
because that's one thing that we do the second Wednesday of every month.
yeah,
Men are very reluctant to come forward and get help with their mental health, and we provide a place for that. So again, any man that wants help can come in and do that.
yeah. You alternate with men's room, don't you?
We do,
Yeah.
yeah. Men's room, they come in, they do now Talk Club.
Yeah.
And that again is at the cafe, and they do that on, I think it's every other Thursday.
Yeah.
So there's that side of it, and also if anybody's struggling to afford food, they can't eat, come and see us.
Yeah.
Just come and see us.
Because the staff are adorable.
The staff
Yeah,
are fantastic.
they are.
Just go in there and just, if you're hungry, just call them to one side. You don't have to speak in front of everybody, and they will immediately understand. I've had texts from people, and I just send it in to the staff. Look, this person's coming in. No questions asked. Just give them a menu, and then they order, and that's it. They don't get up.
Job done.
So yeah, so that for me, and we've had quite a few of those, and there was a couple I think just before Christmas, and I didn't even know. And then one day she come in, she had a dog. I said, I didn't know you had a dog. And I thought, well, if they can't afford to feed themselves,
How do they feed the dog?
how'd they feed the dog? So I went out and got dog food.
Of course you did.
So it's anybody that wants to come in, we will help. And there is even one guy he's homeless. I know he's homeless, and we feed him every single day. No questions asked. He walks in, we feed him, he goes.
Yeah.
And a couple of times he says to me, he stops on the way out and he says, look, I can't keep doing this.
Oh.
Take some money. I said, I don't want your money. Why not? Why are you doing it for me? I said, because this is what we do. And he was almost getting quite angst that we weren't taking. I said, look, if you want to give some money, give it to the staff.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
nice.
just tip the staff. And I think that's what he did.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good because then there's an exchange.
yeah, because
We're
if he
back
wants
to
to
the
give,
Holden
yeah.
thing, aren't we? The charity
if
thing.
he wants to give back,
So-
because I saw him one day, he came in, I said, how you doing? It was freezing cold. I said, how you doing? Oh, not so good. He said, I'm hungry. I said, okay. I said, well, when did you last eat? Oh, yesterday afternoon. What did you have? A pot noodle. You think, right, okay.
Yeah, no.
And, yeah.
It breaks your heart.
It does.
But you, on the other hand, are doing something to remedy that, and we really appreciate it.
Thank
You're
you.
an absolute
Yeah,
star.
thank you.
So, Barry Ashley, grumpy cook.
Yes.
Not so grumpy, is he, Rita?
Well-
No, see? Thank you, my darling.
Cheers.
You're welcome.
Can you
Cheers,
hang
ladies.
around?
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
And we'll
Thank you.
speak
All the
to you.
best.
Thank you so
I'll be
much.
back for an avocado on toast.
And
Cheers,
that is
Barry.
one of the greatest album names
It
ever.
is. It's so
Yeah.
good.
The Captain Fantastic and the Brown Bird Cow.
Oh,
It's a great name.
it is. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Are you good, darling?
Yeah, I'm going to put the kettle on.
Oh, I think
Lovely.
that's a lovely idea. So Kate's going into the kitchen to whiz up some
Put
drinks,
kettle on.
and we'll crack on with some more. Oh, we got birthdays and stuff.
We have got
haven't
birthdays,
we? I know
yeah.
you said birthdays and shit. You know, like I do.
It's all right, we're 10 minutes in.
We're 10 minutes in. We're
You
okay.
swear away.
I'm
Right.
claiming the words back.
Birthdays.
Birthdays,
yes.
birthdays.
So in this segment, we tend to celebrate people who are famous and who don't live here, and people who are famous and do, as in
Yeah.
people that we know around town,
Yeah.
are famous for their own things. So
Yeah.
we've got today, which is the 21st of January, I have to remind myself, Emma Bunton, aka Baby Spice. I know.
The
Do you want-
bunches.
She's 49 today.
Bless her.
I know. And
See, we knew it was going to happen at some point. She wasn't always going to be a child.
no, exactly.
I know.
She's Baby Spice still in my
Yeah.
heart.
Sure.
Then Gina Davis of Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise.
Happy birthday,
She's
69. Billy Ocean, R&B singer,
Oh yeah.
75.
It's
He used
nice.
to be a postman, you know.
He's
Did
a
he?
postman, did he?
Ocean.
Oh,
Yeah, he used to be a postman. I saw him back in the 80s,
yeah.
and there was a couple of people in the audience. And I went, Billy, and he looked down and he went, hi. And he said, we used to work together at the post office.
Oh, no. That's amazing.
He was a mailman.
Yeah.
Billy Ocean. Yeah, America. They're mailman, aren't they?
Oh, mailman.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then also Luke Littler, who is a darts player,
Oh,
of darts player fame. You may well know about
he's
him.
not a darts player.
He's the
darling.
big guy. I know. He's a big
Well, he's
deal.
not. Yeah, he's a big deal. Yeah.
In darts. I'm
He's
not very
young.
good at talking about darts. I need to learn a lot more. But
He's
I did look at his
young.
walk-in and I was like, I need a walk-in. It'd be great if we had walk-ins for the show.
Is he the
here.
youngest darts? I think he's the
He's
youngest.
18 today.
Yeah.
He
You
is.
defer to me like I know.
No, I know.
No idea
I
about
think he's the
darts.
youngest. No, I think he's the youngest darts
Is it?
darts champion.
Youngest darts world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
He is absolutely
He
phenomenal.
just blew them all away. All these roughy, toughy blokes with beer bellies and,
Yeah.
and like, ooh. And he just came in and just went, "Wow, I'm going to win."
Yeah.
And he did,
Really good.
and he's won again.
He has.
So good for him.
He has, yeah. My partner's brother got picked up in a limo for for lunch with the Spice Girls in like the 90s.
Okay.
And went and had lunch with Emma Bunton and stuff. So I've
Oh,
got a little
wow.
link that I'll send you.
Oh,
about that.
nice.
It's on his Instagram.
Imagine being in a limo with the
Can you
Spice
imagine?
Girls.
And they went to dinner, like
They
out in
agreed to it,
Soho.
or they just came out?
Oh,
It wasn't a bagging like earlier.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah. a limo.
He
No.
won a competition. I should have said
Oh,
that
okay.
first.
yeah,
But
absolutely. Press ganged.
Press gang did
Yeah.
going on lunch with
Oh, wow.
Spice Girls. Not
How
bad.
awful.
Yeah. So happy birthday to all of them.
Happy birthday to the famous people.
Yeah.
So the famous people in town. So who have we got? Alan Griffiths. He had a big birthday yesterday.
Did he?
The lovely
Oh,
Alan.
Lovely.
So he's the all-round lovely man who, with a big bushy beard, who you see in completely scuppered, who are the shanty singers. So I always bump into them after Thursday choir. So once we've done Juliet's choir upstairs in the Jenny Lind, you come down
yeah.
and they're all in there, and there's Alan's like, good on you, Alan, you lovely, lovely man. So he's also a bogey in Jack in the Green. He's one of the main guys there. Top bloke, Alan. Happy birthday. Chris Connolly. Now, when I do Chris Connolly, I want to get all louche. Because when Chris Connolly came to the podcast that day, he sat between me and Alex. And he slid down the chair. And as the day got on, didn't he, Ray? And
His voice kind of follows that.
He does. He gets really so lovely, Chris Connolly.
Very
Louche.
Very
I love him. So happy birthday, darling. So he's Book Festival Fringe and Book Festival Real, and so he's part of the committee. Lovely, lovely man. Paula Bush.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Paula Bush. So the Courthouse Cooperative, there she is, her fashion, her beautiful selection of ghost clothing that she always has down in Courthouse Street. Happy birthday, darling. Beck White. Now, if you don't know who Beck White is, she's Beck Schleck on Facebook. She's Miss White the painter. So she's always, you always see her trolling around in a VW Transporter van, and she's one of the best painter and decorators you will find in this town. So I'm giving her a massive plug. She's all about the detail, highly professional. So I'd also say for people who they say, I'd like a woman actually to do my house. There are more women out there now than there used to be.
There are lots of women tradesfolk around. Yeah, definitely.
We've got loads of them. But Beck Schleck, let's give her a shout. Two more. I've got Dan Baines. Now, if you don't know Dan Baines, he's Dan Baines used to be in Stomp. Right? Now, if you've ever seen Stomp, you know Stomp, with the dustbin lids and the tap dancing men and women now. So phenomenal show that was on Broadway and then came to the West End. Or was it go the other way around? I can't work it out. Anyway, it's a great thing. But Dan's got lots of strings to his bow. But he's also an osteopath, craniosacral and kinesiology and acupuncturist in this town. I call him my body wizard because if I go to Dan and I say, something's not right, he says, lie down, hold this card up this, and I'll go round your body and I'll check you out. And I always walk out walking either straighter or something's reset. So he's really, really good. So I'll leave the link for Dan. Really nice bloke. He won't tap dance while you're there or throw a bin lid at you. That's not his thing now. But he can still do those things. But he's a good egg. And we are lucky enough to have two Jenny Pritchards in this town.
We are.
One is blonde, one is dark, which is how you differentiate. But they both garden.
They do.
And they're both artists.
Yes.
And this is a shout out to the blonde Jenny Pritchard, who I've known for a very, very long time. So she used to be in the West End. She used to be crew and work backstage in makeup and wardrobe and art. But she does a lot of work with Radiator Art. So when you see a lot of these things on Jack in the Green, where the mushrooms and the jellyfish and all that stuff,
sculptures, aren't they?
Extraordinary.
Yeah,
and she always does the big flowers at Christmas. So you can go into hers and do the big flower workshop. She makes these wonderful paper flowers. Happy birthday, darling. So these have all got birthdays this week. So, should we wish them?
Yeah.
Now, last week we had these, dear reader, dear listener.
That's so good
and
using them again.
We like them so much, they're coming out again. So, but we can't, I don't know how to sync it.
No, we'll just have to give it a go.
Oh, I'm out of sync.
It's around.
It's around. La-la.
It's like a nightmare.
It is. Could you hear it last week? Did you? It sounds like it should be in the back of a. Yeah. It sounds like Stephen King should be in the background prompting. Yeah. Happy birthday, everybody.
Come so much a year.
Being chased by a tiny fly.
You'll be
this be
chased
your
by a
last?
You'll be chased down the road by a candle. Whoa!
Happy birthday,
Happy
everyone.
birthday, everybody! So there
Take the
you
icing off
go. So birthdays. Bless you.
Candles blown.
I know, candles. Yes.
Nice.
Candles blow.
Coming to a screen near you.
I know. I've got a couple of shout outs for the end.
Tell me. Tell me.
I have a couple of shout outs for the end. Have you got
For the
anything for
end.
the middle?
The middle.
Because we need to bring the lovely
We
Polly
do.
on.
We do.
And mine.
I'm going to do the rest later.
All
It's
right,
cool. It's cool.
Let's
go.
ding in the lovely Polly Risbridger.
Getting a bit chilly there.
We're in a warehouse.
Yes.
It's a bit cold.
Cheers!
Yeah.
I know. Thank you, darling, for coming in. Our town has plenty and more because you're here. Talk to us about what you do.
So, I have the delightful role of running the Bright Foundation. So, we're a pretty new kid on the block in Hastings.
Nice.
So, we're an arts education charity, and we've been founded by a gentleman called John Bright, who is an Oscar winner. He runs a period costume house called Cosprop, and he has pretty much designed and worked on any period costume drama you see on your screen or on the stage.
Yeah.
And Cosprop's been running for 60 years. It's their 60th anniversary this year. And anyway, he has used the profits from Cosprop to invest in Hastings and to invest in the children and young people of Hastings to set up this arts education charity.
Amazing.
Which is quite special given what we've just been talking about with Barry, about giving back, asking people for money.
Yeah.
John's chosen Hastings to kind of, inspire children and young people.
I'm aware Mrs. Overall is making her way in.
And she's got warm things.
Are you coming in to give the tea to Miss Babs? Oh, bless you.
Thank you. Little tea.
There we go.
I know.
Say it right. It's like cricket.
I'm not going to do a ring on a nice
yours.
table.
No, that's lovely.
And I've got one for you.
It's not in. I'm good,
That's
darling.
lovely.
There you
I'm
go.
just
One
gonna
for
take-
Kat.
Thank you,
There
darling.
we go.
Thank
Amazing.
you, darling. Bless
Sorry,
you.
Polly.
Thank you.
Little tea break.
Yeah, no. So sorry, my darling. We stopped you.
Yes,
mid-flow.
so what do we do?
Yeah.
We've got two very beautiful venues in Hastings. So the one that people will probably know or have seen is the Benbow Art Space. So at the bottom of London Road, the big green building, the old Admiral Benbow pub.
Yeah.
Quite a phenomenal history to that
Absolutely,
building.
there is.
But now it is a space for young people, and it's a space where we really focus on filmmaking for young people. So we run film collective for young people, so after school programs. We've just launched a Saturday club for young people.
Oh wow.
In film and screen.
Yeah.
And that's, again, with the purpose of the charity is to open the doors for everybody. And I think we know how much inequality there is in Hastings.
Absolutely.
And I think we're really starting to work across charity partners and making sure that we can provide routes for all young people to experience arts and culture. So the Saturday Club, we've actually really acknowledged how much, anxiety young people are experiencing. And I think if you look at some of the stats around young people not being able to engage in education in the schools, there's really high numbers of people refusing school. So the Saturday Club is really trying to work with some of those young people. It's completely open access. You can self-refer. We're also working with the schools and supporting them. And it's a space for them where they can come and learn some skills, tell their own stories through filmmaking, and hopefully meet some interesting people and build some new connections.
Great.
So that's
What age is young people?
That's
What
the
kind of
Saturday
brackets
Club
have
is
we got?
13 to 16.
Uh-huh.
Generally at the Benbow Art Space, it's kind of 11 to 19 year olds. And we're also a BFI Film Academy hub, so that's 16 to 19, and that's for those young people that are going, okay, I feel like I've got an interest here, I actually want to start pursuing this and look at where it could take me.
That's fantastic.
So it's looking at skills and then career pathways and all those kind of things. So that's the Benbow Art Space. And then we've got another venue just on the outskirts of Hastings, on Stone Star Lane, so off the ridge, past Conqueror's March, on the way to Westfield, which is the Barn Theatre and Museum. And we've got a 50-seat children's theatre.
Wow.
And then we've got a toy museum, which kind of inspires all of the activity.
Yeah.
So John is a designer, but he's also a collector. And both of our venues have been built around his collections. So at the Barn Theatre, we've got this phenomenal, amazing collection of antique toys, of puppets, of model theatre sets.
Yeah.
And actually, I've just been looking around Hastings furniture service here to see, because we're refreshing it at the moment. So we're trying to create a play shop. So we're building that at the
For a
moment.
little table.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the theatre, we mainly work with schools and groups. So we do these kind of experience days. And new for this year, we're commissioning our first ever children's theatre show called The Ballad of Red and the Wilding Wolf.
I saw it advertised.
Which is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. And we're in rehearsal at the moment, so I've not seen it yet. But it will bring in music. So we've got Seymour Milton, who's the composer. It's been written by Sophie Powell, who's a puppeteer that we've worked with lots. Runs Longnose, is part of the team around Longnose Puppets. We've got Hattie Spice as our designer, who lots of people know locally. And so she's doing the stage design. And then it's being directed by our arts and theatre learning leader, Poppy Rowley, who you might also know from the Hastings Theatre Project.
Yes, Hastings Theatre Project.
So we did this amazing call out last year and got over 50 responses from local creatives all wanting to get involved. So we went through a really tough process to kind of build a team. So many here. And that's our first commission. So that premieres very soon, 18th of February.
Fantastic.
And then it's being offered for free to well over 800 local school children.
Brilliant.
So
Fantastic.
schools can come and then take part in workshops with the actors.
It's a lot of plates.
There's a lot of plates.
It's a lot.
And then one more biggie for this year is Hastings is going to be home to the first ever Children's International Film Festival.
Stop it.
Oh,
Really?
that's wonderful.
So,
What is that?
so it's a festival that celebrates filmmakers under the age of 16. It started last year in Kingston
Nice.
by a gentleman called Georgian, who's a bit of a visionary, really. And he's identified Hastings as the next town to host the festival.
Nice.
So basically, it's a one-day festival, really focused at children and young people. So we're working mainly with schools, and it's a chance for them to work with industry professionals. So we've got BAFTA, the National Film and Television School. We've got Disney into film. So they'll all be running masterclasses and workshops for schools.
Wow.
And then there's a screening and awards ceremony.
Yeah.
So the sort of hub of it will be at the White Rock Theatre.
Yep.
And then Hastings Contemporary, Hastings Museum and Art Gallery, Benbow Art Space will host lots of different sort of wraparound activities.
That's incredible.
When is this?
Amazing.
What month is this?
This is June, 18th of June.
Yeah.
So we are about to start working in about 12 schools to help them make films to submit to the festival.
Yeah.
And then we're sponsoring one of the awards for the ceremony.
And
so
the judging panel would be...
We're working with our young people, so we want to give them the decision-making process. So,
Incredible.
and then the rest of the judging panel will be made up of local teachers and then some of the industry partners as well. So,
What an opportunity.
so honestly, we had a screening at the Kino just before Christmas of all the films that the young people have been making with us, and it was phenomenal. It was the most special experience, and you know, lots of them hadn't been into the Kino actually. So to kind of actually start opening up all these independent cinemas and helping bring new audiences in.
Absolutely. There was one at the International Film Festival last year. This year they're in October, November. So they've moved.
Hastings Rocks.
Hastings
Yes.
Rocks.
And they're a partner.
And they would be, wouldn't they? And so there was one of the young people wasn't there? What was that film that she made?
I know.
No, but it was one of your. It was one of your.
I think she was 16, wasn't she?
She was Bright Foundation last year.
Was it a documentary film?
Yeah.
It
was really clever. And I can't remember what it was,
Oh,
but I
okay,
remember.
yeah, we submitted our BFI film to Hastings Rocks last year.
Yeah, but she got up and
Yeah.
did the Q&A, and it was just fantastic. She was so good. Yeah, it was really. I know I can't remember what it was called, but it was. Yeah, we were quite knocked off our feet by that.
Yeah, you are rocketing on, because I was asking you earlier. It's 5 years you've been in post. As what's the title? I've forgotten what your job title is.
CEO.
CEO. Yeah. And then and you're Hastings born and bred.
I am.
And just you opened Benbow last year. Was it only last year, or was
So,
it
yeah,
a bit? I'm trying to work out.
We launched the charity. So the charity was set up in 2018. We launched the actual, opened the buildings in 2022 in summer. We opened the Barn Theatre and Museum.
That's right. Yeah.
And so we ran that for a couple of years. And then the Benbow Art Space opened May 2024. So a year and a half, I would say. And I mean, yeah, having run, Arts Council funded, publicly funded organisations where it's tough, really tough out there, and the goodwill and the passion just gets absorbed in fundraising and constant treadmill.
Well, especially when the arts were considered, we're not doing that anymore, are we?
And it's been quite an honour, really, to have this philanthropist-backed charity locally, where what we've been able to actually really invest our time in making those connections and talking to families, to partners, to young people about what they want, and then really designing, designing programs that are working for them. Yeah. So it has been quite amazing seeing how quickly it's taken off and the demand that's come. We can put a message out to the schools and it books up, just like that.
But this is good old-fashioned philanthropy.
Yes, it is.
And you don't see it. It was something that the Victorians got very heavily involved in, and let's put something back. Yeah. But this is we don't hear much about philanthropy in that way.
And it's you were talking earlier about virtue signalling, but it's coming from such an egoless place from John. He just wants to open up these spaces. So at the Barn Theatre Museum, he's got his house next door to the theatre. It's his land. We use his garden to host lunchtimes and festivals, and children can climb his tree, and it's a very special thing. And so last year he's obviously got all of these famous costumes that he's designed. There's an exhibition you should go to at the Fashion and Textile Museum, which is a retrospective of all of his costumes in the last 60 years. Okay. But we've done a couple of charity auctions where he's sold off quite iconic costumes. So the Benbow was helped to be funded by selling Mr. Darcy's wet shirt from Pride and Prejudice, which raised £25,000 for Hastings.
Incredible.
Which is,
amazing that he had that, I mean, of course he does.
And there was actually more than one.
Really?
Take two.
So he's been able to use the assets, I guess, that he's gathered, and then he's got an amazing network of people across the film industry. Exactly. So,
well connected, man.
He is.
And you're drawing people from the locale as well, aren't you? All of the filmmakers locally who are collaborating with you, working with you, delivering workshops.
We've got loads of them here.
Really
marvellous. Wow, I don't know what to say. But that's like a bevy of yumminess that's happening. That's really untechnical. I couldn't think of a really good word for that. But thank you so much. So we need to go up to Stone Star Lane and do a thing.
Come and have a visit.
That'd
be great.
Come and if that's okay at some point.
Come and see our show.
Come and see our show. Definitely. We were promoting it last year.
We had a big thing about some mentions, definitely, and all the things that I've ever been to with my son. He's just absolutely dived into it and enjoyed. Pete the Pond. I don't know if you're still working with him,
Yeah,
but
we
watching
sure
him
are.
wade through the waters was great in the pond. And there are all sorts of other things that happen on site. So
Oh,
great, thank you.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
sharing your
Thank
story with us
you.
here.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Yes.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Just now I've got something in it. Cheers, darling. Oh. So, a couple of little shout outs and then we'll bring Mike on.
Yeah, he's run off.
He's gone to get his guitar. He's
Tune
going
up.
to be tuning up in the background now. Okay, for those who found there's a hole in their lives on a Saturday situated at the bottom of Pevensey Road and London Road, the St Leonards Church, the markets are coming back on the 31st. All hail the markets, thank you, Chris. So if you want to book, we'll put the link in for lovermarket.co.uk, which I really like that. Goodness, like that, Chris, a lot. Tie in Town. Now, Tie in Town, before they were Tie in Town, they used to be where is it Msabi or the Edamame? I can't remember what it's called, but it's gone through several outside
Town Hall.
opposite Town Hall. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I'm looking at it thinking, where's the local landmark?
Next to the 1066 cafe. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah,
The
bakery.
turret.
Yeah, no, the 1066.
Oh, the 1066, yes, and the turret. So they used to be there. Then they moved into the arcade, and now they've moved out. They've gone into Queen's Road. So the Tie in Town has moved again. So they're out there completely independent, and they bring you Tie at home as a celebration. So it's quite ingenious. So when you go and you enjoy, now my favourite thing is pork with basil. I've got a bit of a thing about pork with basil. I just really like it. And the women would cook it in front of me and put more garlic in or put more pepper in or whatever. What they've started to do now is they've got a shelving area, and they put the ingredients actually outside so you can see them and you can buy them. So if you like the curry paste that they use, if you like the special marinades that they make, the fish sauces, the palm sugars, whatever, they've got them on a shelf, which I think is quite ingenious. So you don't have to have Thai in town, you can have Thai at home. So that's what they're starting. So the point is, think of it as a starter kit. So I've been chatting with them and they want to come on and talk about it in more detail because only they can sell it. But January's slow, so go and invest in these places that will struggle over January because I know it's a lean month. But go to Thai in Town and go see them because their food is chef's kiss.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were saying you were trying to make up those recipes at home now.
We try and
No, you don't have
replicate
to.
it because
Yeah.
we watched them cook it in front of us, didn't we? And it was Rack's like, I know what's gone in now. I know what that is. I know, and that looks about that. So we try, and but now
Now you can get the mix.
you can buy, you can
Brilliant.
buy the stuff.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Creative Chill, Collages in Bloom with Catherine Farr at Apicolab is Thursday the 5th of February, and Catherine is a beautifully brightly coloured person, and the kind of collage that she does is also beautifully brightly coloured.
No plats.
And yeah, she's got the long plaits and she's got a really calm voice. And yeah, this is just an opportunity to go and chill. There's a sliding scale to the tickets, and it's 7 till 9 at Apicolab. So, but I hear that the tickets are going fast, so book on.
Nice.
Book on.
I can't find it for some reason, Patsy, and I always go back. Oh, there it is. There we are. So Paul at Baguettos. You were waiting for the date for it to be opened. So Paul used to be in Norman Road. You've probably been in and bought Baguettos, haven't you? They're marvellous, aren't they? Big old fat rolls, stuffed to the gunnels with a filling. And he's such a nice bloke. He's a bit larger than life, is Paul. So he's moved up to Bohemia Road, and 2nd of February, dear reader, dear listener, he's open again. So go and check him out, and remember that Breakfast Zone 2 is also opening on Bohemia Road.
Road is
You're going to
becoming
have
quite the
two.
mecca, isn't it?
So what we got to do now is split Easter in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see if he can work, half there and half there. It's not going to
The
happen.
top half and the bottom half.
I think that works. I was thinking this way, but actually you could split him. Send the legs up to Bohemia Road. Let's have the head down there.
Oh,
Plonk him on the
visuals,
counter.
the visuals.
I know. Go.
So, there is an open call for artists, creative Eastbourne postcard show fundraiser. So we have Hastings Creatives, and Eastbourne also has a creative cluster called Creative Eastbourne. And they're inviting artists to join in. There's going to be an exhibition 19th to 22nd of February, and it's all kind of raising funds to support local illustrators, collage makers, painters, drawing, textiles, print, photography, etc. Creatives doing that. The email has EBO in it, and I was just wondering, do people call Eastbourne EBO? Is that a thing? All right, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
Ebo.
Okay, yeah. So,
We do.
Ebo.
We have done.
well, there you are. I just didn't know that, so I thought I'd just ask the question.
No.
Yeah, and we'll put up the link. So yeah, creative.ebo@gmail.com. So sending your artwork off to that.
Okay. I have one more. And this is some sad news, really. Andre Palfrey Martin, legendary man of this parish, he passed away Tuesday, and last Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I knew about Andre because of his, I can't remember what you said when he used to DJ, because he used to work on the pier in the 60s and 70s, so it gives you his age. And he was a band manager, and he had a very strong presence on the pier. And what he knew about the town, he was very involved with the Hastings Museum.
Yeah, one of the stores
Historians.
for the local studies.
Yeah, marvellous guy. And he got recently involved with, he had a lot of interest with Dan and Neil, Zero Arts, that put on Bottle Alley Art Market and Wavelength and all the other stuff, because he knew awful lot about Sydney Little.
Yeah.
He used to say, it's Mr. Little to you and I. It's Mr. Little. You don't call him Sydney Little.
Yeah.
But so what he's been is in the last couple of years with the Bottle Alley Art Market, they would put a big old comfy chair in the middle of Bottle Alley, and you could ask Andre, and you could sit down and ask Andre anything to do with the town's history. And if he didn't know, he'd go and look it up, and he would tell you. But the chances are he would just sit there, and you could always see. I tried to get a seat many times, and I'd be walking up and down. No, he's busy. No, there's someone. Oh no, that's obviously not the time. But what a lovely, lovely guy though. Big smile, but it was an enormous passion for the town.
Yeah, it's always good to spend time with Andre, and it took time. You had to spend time and be with him. Yeah, and the knowledge that he had was incredible.
Yeah, and he was so passionate. He had a real heart. His heart was really invested in the town. Yeah, yeah. So there's a lovely. I'm just going to link the lovely tribute from Dan and Neil at Zero. You can go and read it. It's lovely. But he also, there was a book, A Pier Without Pier, was published in 2016. And Andre's chapter, Memories of a Music Maker, records how he loved the pier both when he was a toddler and when he became host to many of Britain's famous pop groups in the 60s and 70s. But he was also involved in hospital radio. What that man wasn't involved in, you could write on the back of a stamp, I think. Yeah. But we're just going to toast you, Andre, for your wonderful legacy for this town, and you will be sorely, sorely missed. Any more before we bring Mike on?
Yeah, a couple. I've got 23 Fields are playing the Albion this weekend, Saturday 24th of Jan, 2 till 4. And that's my mate Lou, who's going to be on the violin. Step is the singer-songwriter, sorry.
Heard it first.
Singer, sewing machine, songwriter. And Jason is on the drums, and it's a sonic blend of folk, rock and Americana.
Nice.
And they're also going to be over on Fat Tuesday, which we will mention in forthcoming episodes, no doubt.
Yeah, we've reached out to Adam, and we're waiting for the Fat Tuesday crew to come back and we'll get them on to talk about it. Yeah, because it opens the year, doesn't it?
It does.
Opens festival year.
Festival-wise,
It's our opens the doors.
Aye.
Yes. Okay. Are we good?
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Let's have lovely Mike in.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike's brought his guitar. We missed you last week, darling.
I missed you guys.
Oh,
What's going
Happy
on?
New Year. What's happening in town?
Oh, well, it was really lovely to hear all you guys talk. I'm going to be nakedly capitalist and talk about stuff I'm selling. But yeah, so great shows this weekend. On Friday, we've got Terrarium, who wowed
Joseph.
Joseph Stout.
We love Joseph Stout.
Roger Carey,
Yeah.
and great lineup. Full 6-piece jazz group coming to the shop.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday we have Laura Fell in the shop, and she wowed everybody. Opening one of the shows in the fall at the hall, and just I think
That's like autumn, isn't it?
yes.
Similar.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Prettier. Full sounds.
I quite like autumn. But no, it's so she was amazing. Great singer-songwriter. She's just had a new song come out. And so she's there. And then next week we have Apples and Oranges. That's weekly now. Speaking of which, look what I found in here. Just look at
What
this.
have you got? Oh no! Look, that's got to go up in the shop, hasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because we do sell some very unusual records here.
Yeah.
Just plug it.
So Apples and Oranges
That'll go.
is a fun show. It doesn't make us any money, but it's like everybody sits in a circle, and
In
you
your
have kind of like 5 minutes to share. It could be a song or a poem or a bit of a book you're writing or just a story from your life. We've had all sorts, comedy, and it's turned into this really cool thing. And it's somewhere between a workshop and a show and a counseling group.
It is.
It
does feel like therapy, though, doesn't it?
It's quite special.
You feel like being loved.
So yeah, and I'll be doing more in the shop this year. The reality is that doing big shows at the hall can be quite risky. And I learned my promoter lessons this past year. So I'm going to take a step back this year, and at least in the short term, focus on doing really special things in the shop.
Intimate gigs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mike, to give you a chance to plug it because I missed it. The shop, where is it?
Oh, the shop. Sorry, it's 74 Norman Road, and there's no sign or anything.
Junction with Gensing, isn't it?
Yes, junction with Ginseng, and yeah, it's a little bit. It's actually helped me, not putting a name on it, because people just, I've seen on social media several times now, like, what is this shop? I don't know what it is, and people then talk about it, and you hear it from their mouths instead of mine. So
The shop with no name.
yeah. So 74 Norman Road. It's always ticketed. It's almost always sold out because it's so small. It's BYOB. So we do charge a ticket so that we can pay the people that are performing and the people that organize things and keep the lights on ourselves. But it can still be a cheap night out because you're not spending 30, 40 quid at the bar or whatever.
No, exactly. When we had Barnaby on at the first show of the year, we were talking about putting the hat out for the musicians and normalising that and trying to get that out to as many venues as possible so that we can pay musicians as opposed to everybody thinking
It's quite
it's
difficult.
free.
Well, yeah.
But I reframed it. I just said, well, you're just buying somebody a pint. If everybody buys a pint, it's 6 quid.
Yeah.
Bung it in. If you want, give them 10 quid, but please give them 6.
Yeah.
So that when you've walked in the door, even if you're having, because we had Sunday roast there, didn't we, last week? Oh, we're going again this week.
We are.
Oh, see, Kate
With the
and us,
Barnabys?
we're on the Sunday, we're in the St Leonards Sunday lunch group. So it's very very nice. So you can hear the music playing. So everyone sticks a tip in for the musicians. But it should be this should be in every venue now, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt.
I launched a thing a while ago called Band Beer that's basically that. But people were just, their minds were totally scrambled by it. So it's sort of died.
We need to relaunch it, but maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the essence, absolutely.
Yeah, if every punter that came to see a pub show bought the band a beer, actually, just if half of them did it, it would more than triple their pay.
It would.
And did you know that a live band being paid to play a pub show now gets roughly the same thing they did in like 1989?
It's terrible.
And if you adjust for inflation, it means that they should be getting like 4 times more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's dire out there, and you know, we can't sell records anymore really reliably. And Spotify is spending their money on building weapons and not paying royalties. So it's a mess. So if you can
keep it going locally.
bung a beer into the hat, or however you do it, whatever gets the money straight to the people that are providing this much needed thing of like distracting us from or giving us something to live for beyond just work and responsibility.
And move that energy around. I think it's just, people think, oh, I'm not paying that, and you go, but you'd buy yourself another drink, of course.
Of
and you
course
say,
I would.
you don't need another one. Just buy them one.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
They're
You're
thirsty.
shifting it. Yes, you're just and
For yourself as well.
we're back for dignity, aren't we? Instead of people feeling that they have to basically busk.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be busking. You know, everybody needs move the energy. There's plenty of this energy around called money. Let's move it around to everyone.
That's it. And I think the world is in this really difficult place at the moment. It's kind of always been difficult. Life is just difficult, maybe. But we seem to be more aware of it, and it's in it now. But seeing you guys talk and talking about this, something I'm so passionate about, just makes me feel like, I mean, I think the post-apocalyptic outcome isn't necessarily the only one, or even the most likely one. As long as y'all just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And you guys keep doing it.
You too, mate.
And I discovered this song over the holiday in my old recordings on my phone. I wrote it some time ago. I can't remember writing it.
Cool.
I was probably but I discovered it. I worked it up over the holiday. I'd like to share it with you. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Yes,
I'm sure you, where should I look? I'm sure you've heard about the coming apocalypse. The writing's on the wall, there ain't no way out of this shit show. Sorry.
No, don't say sorry.
Is this above the watershed or?
Just shit show.
Shit show. They say we're all gonna die. Bit dark.
Yeah.
But something tells me everything will be alright. Some folks think what they think is something everyone should think, but in the end I think we'll agree to disagree. Whatever, man. You go and live your life. But something tells me everything will be alright. Last I checked, I had a blue sky stretching out above me. My life might be a wreck. I got some folks that love me.
Hallelujah.
Someday they'll ring the bell and tell us to drink 'em up. We'll stumble out into the cold and empty nothingness. But hey, y'all, in the meantime, something tells me everything will be alright. Oh, something tells me everything will be alright.
That's a world premiere.
Oh,
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah.
How could you have lost that one?
Yeah.
It's a great song.
It's dangerous what I do. A lot of my songs these days, because I got 2 small kids and I keep a pretty busy work life, so a lot of my songs come like at 11 o'clock p.m. After a couple whiskeys, and then they just go on my phone, and then the next morning I do the school run and it's all gone. Yeah.
But it's good that you archive them.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. I
They're
need
lovely.
that, yeah.
Thank you for hosting me.
And the apocalypse, I mean, that's great. No.
I think I'm starting a new band, and I think I've got this set of songs that came from that whole process. I found like 10 old songs that I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. And I've been working on them and refining them. And I'm hoping to launch that in April.
Fantastic.
So
Wow.
watch this space.
Watch this space,
Nice.
love.
Why?
Why? Bless Mike, trying to be English. And we're trying to be American
We do
all the
sometimes try to be
time.
American.
Oh my
sometimes.
God.
I laughed earlier on, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah.
I think that's so good.
Yeah.
What's the English version of y'all?
Everyone.
You lot.
You
lot.
lot.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna leave you lot to
Alright,
close
yeah.
the show, mate.
Thank you, love. Bless you.
This is Cottons.
So we're coffee, don't we? We need to just
Yeah.
tell people about the.
That's
so,
right. Okay, so as we've been talking about moving the energy around.
Bob Geldof.
Hi. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I can't do Bob Geldof at all. I'm going to have to look
Well,
up.
he's Irish for a start.
Yeah, there you go. So I started off on the wrong accent. Basically, in honour of Bob and all artists, practitioners, musicians, makers and shakers in this town, we're all doing this basically from passion first. And there are folk out there. I remember John Lennon said something about people at the front shake your wallets, or you shake your
Shake your jewellery.
jewellery.
Shake your
Yeah,
jewellery.
shake your jewellery at the back and shake your coins at the front or something like that. Anyway, I got that
Well, you
wrong.
messed that up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to stop referring to things. I'm going to stop referring to other people.
Those at the back clap your hands, and those at the front.
Shake your jewellery.
Thank you, Barry.
Rattle your jewellery.
Thank you.
Thanks, Barry.
Oh my God,
Bless
thank you. So yeah, that one. And
What he said.
to what he said. Yeah, with that in mind, please do put some money in our coffee pot, which is ko-fi.com/Our Town Has Plenty. You can partner with us, you can sponsor us, and you can just bung us some cash so that we can keep this going.
Or I will play this.
And we will otherwise
We'll play it
taunt
forever.
you with
And it
tiny,
will scare the life out of you. Yes.
tiny ice cream vans.
Birthday.
But
So,
no,
yes.
genuinely, yes. Passion, love. It does cost us a lot of money because we have to share the energy with restaurants. We have to go to bands. We have to go to events. We have to buy tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So to bring you what we bring you, we have to invest. So we share the money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, bung us something in the coffee pot. It's lovely when that happens.
You can do £3 a week, a month, whatever,
You
or
can.
you can do 300. We
Yes.
don't mind, or 3,000.
But thank you
Not.
for the last week's generous donations. We really
Yes,
appreciate that.
thank you for that.
That will pay for another bit of kit we've got coming soon. Yeah.
And
so,
yeah, we're nearly a year old, aren't we?
oh yes, we got a birthday coming.
Coming
Oh
up.
my god, we've got a birthday. Let's not use this again. But we need to hide these, Caf.
I know. I kind of like them. Anyway,
Mine's terrifying. Sounds like an old, worn-out ice cream man.
it does. The man or the
From
man?
a from a
Haunted
Stephen
one.
from a Stephen King movie.
It does. It does.
Yes, we've got a birthday. So we are one on the 30th,
Of January.
ladies and gentlemen.
Mhm.
I know.
People beyond the binary. Yeah, so very exciting. And just to say thanks so much to our guests today.
Yeah,
Thank
you've
you
been
so much for hosting
amazing.
us.
You're very welcome.
You've
Thank
bought the richness, so thank you so much. So we thank Barry, Ashley. Thank you, darling,
Thank you.
for your grumpy cookness.
I'm glad it wasn't on after Mike. That's
No, Mike's always. He did say, "Can I come in early?" I went, "Sure," but that would have changed.
If you'd have gone on before, I'd have just gone.
I have tissues. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all right. I'm okay on the recorder. So
Did you pop it in your nose? Don't worry. Thank you to Polly Risbridger and the
Thank
Bright
you.
Foundation and Benbow Arts, thank you so much for coming in and sharing what you had to do. Thank you, Mike. God bless you, Governor. And we'll see you this week. And thank you, Kate, for being such a lovely host and
Thank
a
you for
wonderful
coming.
Hastings and Rother furniture service.
Or
So-
HFS is probably most people
HFS,
know.
yes,
Yeah,
HFS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for another week,
That
darling,
is
isn't
it,
it?
yeah.
So our town
Has
Has plenty!